Vaccination Week in the Americas this year will be celebrated during the period April 24th to 30th under the theme Vaccines Bring Us Closer. This year marks the 19th year of celebrating this activity in the Americas and the 10th year of celebrating World Vaccination Week. Since the first Vaccination Week in 2003, a total of 908 million persons have been vaccinated during these weeks alone, and so far, 6 preventable diseases have been eliminated from the Americas, namely smallpox, polio, rubella, congenital rubella syndrome, measles, and neonatal tetanus. The celebration this year, like last year, is different in that we are faced with a pandemic caused by a new virus called SARS-CoV-2, which causes the disease COVID-19. But we have come a long way from our last vaccination week in April 2020, when there were so many unknowns about COVID-19 and the prospect of having a vaccine to protect us from the disease seemed so far away. Although we are still in the midst of the pandemic, we are moving closer to a sense of normalcy, and this is due to the momentous development of a safe and effective vaccine against COVID-19, thanks to the advancement of science and technology. It has been hard for all of us to cope with all of the public health and social measures that many of us have found to be so restrictive. We all are so long to see our family and friends, to travel, and to enjoy many of the things that we are accustomed to do and took for granted before the pandemic. I also know that while some of us have had our first dose of the vaccine against COVID-19 and some are planning to get their first dose, others have concerns about these vaccines. I wish to reassure you, however, that we have a strong surveillance or monitoring system in place to detect any unusual or unexpected occurrences after vaccination. I therefore implore those of you who have not taken the COVID-19 vaccine as yet to please get vaccinated by going to any one of the 4 vaccination sites located at the Villa and Glanville's Polyclinics, the Multipurpose Cultural Center, or the Precision Center, which are opened Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. There will also be a mobile unit that will be located from time to time at different sites around the island. This Saturday, like last Saturday, it will be at the public market in front of the CMC building from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. Vaccines are a critical tool for protecting us from COVID-19. We are already seeing fewer persons falling ill, being hospitalized, and dying from COVID-19 in places where vaccination coverage is more advanced. But as we focus on COVID-19 vaccines, let us keep in mind the importance of routine immunization, which are responsible for keeping away diseases from our families, friends, communities, and country on a whole. It is absolutely critical for us to continue with our regular immunization while we seek to get the COVID-19 vaccines. I beseech you, therefore, to talk with your healthcare provider, your family doctor, or your nurse to make sure that you and members of your family, especially the children, are up to date with the routine vaccines. Whether it is to protect against measles, mumps, whooping cough, polio, diphtheria, or seasonal flu, vaccines are the best way to protect us from getting sick from over 20 dangerous diseases. Finally, I wish to recognize and thank all our dedicated healthcare workers, especially our public health nurses, district nurse midwives, community health aides, and everyone both at the primary and secondary care levels in both the private and public sectors who have labored for countless hours to maintain our routine immunization program during this pandemic and who must now add COVID-19 vaccine rollout to their workload. You are the ones that the community members trust most when it comes to immunization. Thank you for providing quality immunization services, answering questions, and addressing the concerns of our community members. Our high routine immunization coverage in Antigua and Barbuda would not be possible without you, and we applaud you. This year, your hard work and dedication to our immunization program will bring us closer together. A happy Vaccination Week in the Americas 2021 to one and all.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization.